Alright, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from. And I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. And today, I received a strike on my YouTube channel because of a video that I posted last night entitled The Chip, because I talked about the thing. You know, what you see right here, Revelation 13 and 16, you know, which they deemed it as medical misinformation when I didn't give any medical advice in the video whatsoever. So it says, our team has reviewed your content, and unfortunately, we think it violates our medical misinformation policy. We removed the following content from YouTube, so they took my video down. And then I tried to appeal it, and they said, we have reviewed your appeal for the following content, the thing. We reviewed your content carefully and have confirmed that it violates our medical misinformation policy. We know that this is probably disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place. Sure. But, you know, they took down my video because I featured a clip from another brother that featured, you know, a couple guys from the IUIC talking about Revelation 13, which is this thing that you see right here. Then I'm going to bring it out. But first, again, I'm going to bring out Isaiah chapter 36. In verse 6, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, wherein if a man lean on it, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him. And this is what's going to pierce his hand, you know. This is what's going to go into people that trust in Esau, Edom. This is what they're going to get, because once the dollar collapses, the U.S. dollar collapses, that's going to be the new form of currency, you know. The RFID, CIJP. And this is the book of Revelation, chapter 16, and I'm going to start at verse 15. Behold, Salakia. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13. And I'm going to start at 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would worship, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's going into the elect, because the elect won't bow the knee, you know. They won't take the charagma. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. The thing. Also, Elon Musk with, you know, Neuralink, the brain chip. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Security, can you put the happy hour sign out, please?
Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And yes, you know, the thing is going to have a UPC code, which is a universal product code, because that's, you know, how people are going to be able to pay for things, you know, when they scan it. But again, I'm going to play this clip again. Hopefully they don't take this video down. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying.
Hi, this is Dr. Bertalan Meshku, the medical futurist, and today I want to talk about RFID chips and whether or not it's a good idea to implant one.
So you have something else that's really interesting in the newsletter about people in Sweden implanting, putting implants, microchips, right,
Yes.
into them. We've seen something like this here. There was a company that
In Wisconsin,
right,
yeah.
so they could get stuff out of the vending machine with these microchips. So what's happening in Sweden?
In the past couple of years, Sweden has seen a growing number of people getting microchips implanted under their skin. It was once a very niche thing among the most dedicated biohackers, but now it's becoming mainstream in the tech-savvy and open-minded Scandinavian nation. And I'm a proud geek, so I wanted to get one too. RFID technology has been around for a long time. It is a tag or a label that can exchange data with a reader through radio frequency, or RF, hence the name. There are thousands of applications for it. We use them in our credit cards, we tag our luggage with it, and we implant our pets with it, so they always carry contact information in case they get lost. It's a simple but wonderful technology. What's new is that now we can implant it in our body too. I asked my community if anyone has done it, and Erik Orlovsky, a Swedish anthropologist, came through, so I asked him what his experience was like.
Hi, my name is Erik, and I recently returned from my 3 months thesis fieldwork in Sweden, researching microchips, and now I'm here to answer a few questions about them. About popularity, I think it's important to understand that there's only about 5,000 people in Sweden with an implant, and out of a population of 10 million, so they're relatively popular but not super widespread. Much of the relative popularity, I think, stems from Sweden being a very tech-optimistic culture, so there's this willingness to try out new technologies without necessarily being worried about kind of the big risks or the kind of big things that could go wrong. I have a chip. I got it right here about 3 months ago when I started my research, and I got it for the same reason that I think many other people I've spoken to have gotten one, and it's curiosity. Obviously, where it stems from is different depending on the individual, and in my case it stemmed directly from my involvement in the research.
So curiosity and tech optimism are what you need with a little openness? It's like he's describing me. I went online to order an RFID chip from one of the most popular online resellers. They are called Dangerous Things. No red flags whatsoever. And in 2 weeks, they delivered this package. As you open the box, you can tell right away that this is not a toy. They immediately warn you not to meddle with anything to keep it all clean and sterile. But what we do have here is one Next implant, one VivoKey implant, 2 injectors, 2 pair of procedure gloves, 4 antiseptic wipes, 2 gauze pads for post-injection care, and bandages. Despite their ominous name, Dangerous Things takes the procedure very seriously, and so should you. This is a small operation. Can you imagine that there is no surgical protocol for the injection of these things? And while technically a piercer could do the job, it's highly recommended to do it with a surgeon. And Dangerous Things does help you with this, as on their website they show you professionally trained partners who are equipped to implant these chips. But what I think is really going to make a difference in terms of chip implants going mainstream is how easy it's going to be to set them up. So I asked the founder from Dangerous Things about what to expect.
You know, the older implants, like the Next that use the NTAG 216, you do have to program those with data that you want to either share or tell it to redirect somebody to a website or something like that. It's a process of getting an app on your phone or using software on your computer and programming it and kind of managing that way. VivoKey products are meant to be plug and play. So you just load the app and follow the instructions, and then you can change the behavior of the chip. When other people scan it, you just change that behavior in the app. So if you want it to go to a URL or share your VivoKey profile information, you just set that configuration change in the app and it's done. Beyond that, for VivoKey, you know, when you want to, for example, like let's say you want to integrate VivoKey authentication into a WordPress blog or a discourse forum or something like that, you load the plugin, you configure it, and then from that point on you can use the VivoKey instead of a username and password. So you would just go to the blog or WordPress or whatever, say I want to log in with VivoKey, you get a little notification on your phone, you scan your chip, and then you're logged in.
Seems fairly easy. With one of those things, you have the option to customize it more, and with the other, it's as simple as it gets for the basic applications. And at this point, I really had to Google what it's like when they inject it.
Why don't you take a nice big deep breath in and exhale, release. There we go.
It's in there.
It's in there. Pretty quick and easy.
It's not too bad, right?
All right, then I'm gonna gonna stop it right there. So again, I'm not giving any medical advice whatsoever. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16 and verse 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men that had received the MOTB, and upon them which worshipped his image. And that grievous sore is going to be by way of that implant, because it's going to cause, cancer, because you weren't supposed to implant technology into your body, because your body is going to reject it, henceforth why the sore is going to be grievous. Slocky as it ain't showing the image that I'm looking for, but again, it's going to leave a grievous sore wherever the person gets it. So this is, like the company, it is a dangerous thing to get this, because for those that receive the MOTB, the Lord is going to destroy them. And, the people that are going to get it are going to be the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, the other nation, and the nations, the other nations and the nation of Edom, because they're going to be the ones, the elites are going to be the ones to implement it, So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I like to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from. And I like to say peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect. Till the next time I say shalom.